No, we don't need to clap. There's no audio sync. It's one microphone.
Oh.
Still don't understand how that works, do you?
No.
Hello, one and all. Welcome to Seen Through Glass, and welcome to Gravelwood Car Sales. Da, da, da. We're about to jump into one of Tony's cars that you might not know. But yeah, we're about to jump into something. But before we do that, I want to have a quick whip around because it's been a while since we've looked around your dealership.
Yeah.
And you got some juicy bits.
Thank you, mate.
So
Thank
yeah.
you. What's wrong with your voice today?
I don't know. It's a bit
It's
coarse.
all like,
I think I'm a bit sick. So no. Oh my god. So anyway, let's go and have a look around and see what Tony's got in stock at the moment. Right, let's start with this. M2 Are you doing your hair?
No, I'm just
You've made it worse.
I've got an itch.
Oh, you got an itch. M2, no, stop clapping. It's not how it works.
Not got a clap?
No.
Oh.
M2 competition.
Yes,
You
new
got
one.
one of the first in the country.
It was the first car.
Did you steal that somehow?
No, I
Like,
bought
how
it.
did you end up with the first one in the country?
Because so you know, mate.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's pretty cool though. I hadn't
It's
actually seen one up.
Exactly.
Do you like it? Is it good?
Yes. It's like 20% better than the old car.
20%. That's a very. Oh, it's
M2.
dirty. You've been using it.
Yeah, I've been using it, yeah.
Fair
It's like
play.
my whip. But it is for sale.
That's a whip.
That is actually a whip.
Cayman GTS that's Miami Blue, right?
It's 2018 with 800 miles from new.
800. Look at you, mate. You've got all the perfect cars for the winter.
Yep. It's all year round, these two.
This is very nice, though. I kind of miss my Cayman a bit.
You can have this one if you like.
It's also
Oh,
like.
it's take around the world.
Chill out. Oh, this is the car that everyone, when you posted this online, everyone went, "Say, round the world car."
What,
is that
Tiguan?
Tiguan. It was like, Tiguan is fantastic.
One more, that's a manual.
Oh no, yes, I definitely don't.
What
want
about an
that.
old Bentley?
Oh, now this is a big thing that I really have been thinking about a lot. Bentley Continentals.
Can I just say that this is like 25 grand. You could take this round the world and just throw it away. At the end, it don't matter. And
Bit extravagant to
60,000
throw it
miles
away at the end. It's a bit,
Oh, it'd still be worth 15 grand, but even if...
What's the newer shape than this? Because one just cruised past me on the way here, all black. It looks
Facelift
mega.
car, I've got one in there.
Okay, we'll get onto that. So yeah, but I'm a big fan of a Continental. I can see a little. Is that a Golf R sneaking back here?
Golf R, yeah.
In red. Ooh, red. Oh, and two. That's a very nice colour on the M4.
Yeah.
It's like a grey, like a
Yeah.
chicane grey. I'm not really sure. Yeah, Golf R's bits. What else you got back here? Oh, you got a GTR. You never have GTRs.
Nearly 700 horsepower, that is. It's Litchfield. Upgrade.
That's your dream, isn't it?
No, not really.
Is that's this in S4? Oh, S3. Mate, there's just cars everywhere.
SLK 55, is that any good?
Oh, that's rare. Look at that SLK 55. I mean, at one point in my life, I really wanted one of these.
Did you really?
Yeah, I went and test drove. It was an SLK 320.
That's not a 55.
No, but I was going to put a 55 pack on it. Take us inside to the juicy bits, because if you guys think this is good, wait till you see inside Gravelwood.
Wait.
That's up for sale, though, right?
No, it's not.
It's not up for sale.
Just on the website.
Either of these up for sale?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Alright, so that's a face. Ooh,
63S, new one.
cheeky.
Come in.
Mate, congratulations. What are you going to buy for yourself next if you're selling all these cars?
Well, I'm not selling them, we're all selling them.
What's
That's just a C63S.
C63S, C63S?
Coupe.
Oh, sorry, okay.
Saloon and coupe.
I have got my glasses on.
This is the facelift Bentley.
Yeah, a bad spec for me, but
Why is it a bad
how much? Well, because I don't, it's a bit boring, isn't it? Silver and cream.
Bentleys are boring, mate.
Not that boring.
Wafters.
They're wafters, but that's a comfortable waft.
Yeah.
Only thing is, they don't actually have as much space in them as you would think. Because you've got the back seats and the boot isn't
How many
huge.
pictures taken with you?
Well, no, but I've got a lot of stuff and things.
Well, that's a big car though, mate, still.
Yeah. How much is this?
55 grand. It's cheap.
Well, okay, chill.
Half the money.
No, not a KM fan.
Jack.
These are non-scratchy jeans, don't worry. F-Type, can I say that you've had that for a while?
Yeah, exactly. They do hang around.
Yeah, I've seen that one before. M2, lovely. RS6, oh, snore!
There's a 1M over there as well.
Oh, no, 1M. Collectible.
It is collectible, isn't it?
The thing is, though, despite all these mega cars, and despite cars that I think are very interesting, I keep coming back to Porsche.
There's one over there.
Well, There's a 911 over there, but there's also a Cayenne right behind us, and there was a Macan. And we started this series in a Porsche dealership.
We did.
Because I had just sold, or you had just sold for me, my 718 Cayman.
Yeah.
The first test drive was a Panamera. The third test drive was a Macan, or the second test drive was a Macan.
You're obsessed with Porsche.
I've become obsessed with Porsche.
Well done.
And I think you are to blame. And to explain that a little bit more, we're going to jump into a Porsche that you bought, and I don't think people know you bought.
Oh, I've kept it quiet.
Okay, let's go. I don't know if people will know this, but apart from Paul Wallace, you're the only person that I sort of knew that wouldn't buy a car pre-2010.
I'm such a snob.
Such a snob
Normally,
for new things.
I'm 67 plate.
What's
Newer.
that, 2017?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. That's just what I like. Like, I like to be in year 18-month-old cars.
So how have you ended up buying a 997 GT3?
Well, this
doesn't turn on.
Mate,
Depressed clutch pedal.
depressed clutch.
Clearly haven't spent much time driving it. You don't know how to work it, do you?
The clutch was on. The clutch is so heavy.
Really.
Have you driven? You can
Get
drive
those
this
leg
back.
days. Get those leg days going.
I've got no enthusiasm.
Also, you don't like manuals.
I literally.
Why
There's a
did you-
red light on the dash. Is that because your door or my door? I mean, what is going on here?
They've got no fuel, that's why there won't be a red light on.
Okay, fine. We'll get some fuel.
Mate, why did you buy this?
Because it was. I don't know. I got a bit sentimental.
Well, I know why. Because you are a Porsche guy. You're Porsche obsessed, and it's rubbed off on me.
Yeah. But you know, it is really, really cool. But you know, it's manual and it's hard. And
To recap, this is a 997 Gen 2 GT3.
yeah, which people are going to be shouting at YouTube, going, "Say this sick! That's unbelievable! What's he saying?"
Now, a lot is made of these cars, this generation, GT3, GT3 RS, the 4 litre, but you haven't really bonded with it, have you?
This is it. I've barely driven it.
as we witnessed, because you didn't know how to turn it on.
No, I have driven it a bit, but like I'm spoiled, mate.
You're spoiled. You got a bloody brand new
I've got a brand
GT3
new
RS
car,
back at
that's
the dealership.
problem. You know, if I just owned this, if I just bought this car, and I didn't own what I owned, it'd be unbelievable.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
That's-
But
yeah.
You've got the latest generation, so that's always going to be better. It doesn't matter if people get romantic and emotional. The latest gen Porsche is always the best Porsche.
Yeah, and then they go, "Oh, it's manual, it's involvement, and this and that." But
You don't care, do you?
I don't care.
But let's go back to the reasons you bought this car and why I can't seem to get Porsche out of my brain. There's something about this brand, it's a bit culty.
You can't help it.
You
mate.
can't help it, right?
You can't help it.
Mate, 2 years ago, I would have laughed if you said I would have owned a Porsche and be seriously considering and wanting a second Porsche in my life. I would have been like, no way, I didn't get it.
Literally, because when we met, like, whenever I mentioned Porsche, you'd go,
Not Porsche,
Yeah, and Wallace was the same.
Yeah, but
Now
when
you've
you
all
spend
changed.
time with them, when you spend time with one and get to understand what it's about, the brand is about, it's like a little drug.
Yeah.
And now I can't get enough of it. So even this car, which you're not gelling with, I think this is wicked, by the way. Look at the carbon back seats.
It is cool, but it's just not what I'm used to, and that's the I'm spoiled. That's
Yeah,
it.
you're spoiled.
That is- that is
It's not a very you car.
The car's good.
Give us some. Go on, how's it sound? That is good. Come on! Okay, you know what this car requires a big flowy road.
Yeah.
Whilst the latest gen GT3s, even the RS, you can poodle around in and be perfectly happy and comfy, and PDK is relaxed, and you can have all your music on.
You can drive this because you've got to be involved. You drive this at 1 speed only, and that's fast.
Yeah,
You don't
absolutely.
drive it any other way.
Super involved.
Yeah, involved.
Where did the Porsche story start for you? I know we talked about it briefly in the podcast when you collected your RS, but what was your first Porsche? Do you remember?
I think it was an old Carrera S.
Oh, okay.
I think it was an auto as well. I'm sure it was an auto, like a Tiptronic. Which is terrible. Terrible.
But at the time would have been legit.
Yeah, it would have been. It was like a 2000 and 4 or 5. It was the start of a 997.
Okay.
And I thought these are wicked. But obviously, mate, it was nearly 10 years ago. And I thought I'd hit the jackpot. It's like the best car ever.
But do you not feel like nowadays the sort of general 911s are a little bit underappreciated? Like they've kind of been forgotten. So much has been made of the GT car products. The Carrera and Carrera S has become a bit boring, dare I say it?
Yeah, but you've hit the nail on the head. The Cayman, the Boxster, or 718s, and the 911s. You have to remember, they don't just make them for petrol heads. They've got to make them for everyone.
Absolutely.
So they've got to be good for everyone. The GT product is really a thank you to Porsche customers. That's why they make them.
Sure.
It's a thank you to the loyal customers that buy cars and that embrace the brand.
That makes so much sense. I hadn't thought of it like that, and you're right, because that's it. The 911s are just so accessible. But that to me is what makes them great. When I had that GTS out in Monterey, it's just like the perfect car because it does everything.
Does everything.
It's got space for stuff. It's so usable. It's easy to cruise in. When you get going, my God, they are good.
And that's why they went turbocharged. See, so they're making an engine for everyone, because in the real world, the turbocharged 3 litre and the 2.5 4-pot engine which you had in your Cayman S is just a better car, mate, than the flat
more usable car.
car.
It's not necessarily like for drivers.
They were fuming.
They were fuming. Oh, you found some traffic here, haven't you, mate?
School time, mate.
School time. What a disaster! Isn't this car great in traffic?
It's terrible. Honestly, my foot is killing me.
Well, you can turn around if you want. You can turn around if you want. I don't want you to put through it. I know you're saving miles.
Yeah. So what then?
I don't know, mate. I think basically the realization I've come to is I'm not going to be satisfied going around the world in a sort of safe and sensible car. As unsensible as a E63 or even a Macan GTS would be, I think I have to be realistic. Well, I like wacky cars. Alfa Romeo 4C, F-Type rear-wheel drive, 514 manual 360. I like quirky or at least cars with something to them. Yeah. And so I think we have to start looking at 911s pretty seriously. I think Bentleys, but maybe like an old Super Sports. I think what was the ones they used to do? They used to do an old Super Sport, didn't they?
Sport, yeah.
There's something more sporty that is a little bit impractical, a little bit silly, but I'm gonna be spending so much time in this car. Yeah. I've got to really like it and enjoy it. Yeah. So yeah, but basically we're not starting. Oh, you're not even really in shot, mate.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right. We're not starting again. I know it's your favourite thing. Usually when I'm filming with Tony, we start again. We're not starting the whole test drive series again. But I think we'll go away. The test drives may stop, and I think we're going to have to go away and work behind the scenes, and then come back to you all with either an update or a car.
Or with the car.
With the car, because
you have to go round in something as well that you're going to bond with. You know, it needs to have a bit of character.
A bit of character. It can't be completely bland and we've got a lot of thinking to do.
And because of that as well, like, you can't just tell people you've gone around in a full Fiesta. You've got to go around in something cool.
Yeah, just for my own story.
For your own, yeah.
I don't want to get back. What do you drive? Like,
and your grandchildren.
Tiguan.
Don't even have kids. You ain't even got it in him. So, can I say that, mate? You can't even grow a beard. You ain't got no hair.
I shaved it off. I finally get that. My goatee. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed today's video. It's a bit of a sort of, I just needed to share these thoughts really. Anyway, Tony's got a GT3. Who knew? 997 Gen 2 GT3.
Not for long. I'm going to sell it. I'm not keeping it. I don't want it.
Oh, God. Well, anyway, there's now 997 GT3 for sale. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed today's video, and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come.